The Huawei Mate 30 Pro from last year was an awesome culmination of premium design, fantastic battery life and a truly stunning camera. The time has come for Huawei to update its Huawei Mate line, and here it is, the Huawei Mate 40 Pro. In this unboxing and quick first impressions content, we'll be looking at the device after using it for just a couple of hours. Stay tuned though if you want to watch our full review coming up later on Android Authority next week. Before we get into that, let's start with the unboxing. You'll first find the phone right on the top. Below that is the included clear case and literature. Below that is the 66-watt charging brick, USB-C to A cable, and the USB-C earphones. Unfortunately, we can't give you the full spec sheet as Huawei really didn't have one to give us. However, here are some specs after poking around the Mate 40 Pro's menus and camera samples, as well as a handful of confirmed specs. As with the previous entry into the Mate series, as soon as you pick up the Mate 40 Pro, it feels like a premium device. Huawei's use of metal and glass is very similar this time around to last year's model, in that there are curved edges, thin bezels, slim metal rails, and a red power button. However, Huawei thankfully chose to get rid of that awkward, gimmicky volume slider in place of a typical volume rocker again. The design is definitely a hybrid of the Mate 30 Pro from last year and the P40 Pro from earlier this year. There's the circular camera bump, which has been made more into an iPod click wheel style. Then there's the big old punch hole camera, the curved display, and the in-display fingerprint scanner. That big iconic rear camera housing is home to 4 cameras. There's a 50 megapixel RYYB sensor from the P40 Pro, a high resolution ultra wide camera, a 5x optical periscope camera, and what looks to be a time of flight or depth sensor, but Huawei hasn't confirmed this. The selfie cameras, both the standard and the ultra wide, housed in the pill-shaped punch hole, produce 12.5 megapixel selfies. Here are a few samples across the full system. As with Huawei devices of the past, the Mate 40 Pro does like to give out more contrasty, almost moody looking images in very British weather, which is quite fitting. We'll be sure to test out the full camera system and get you full samples across different lighting conditions and environments for the full review. The 6.76 inch Full HD plus 90Hz display reaches from corner to corner with a punch hole in the top left. The display itself suffers from some brightness shift off axis, and the curved edges do give off some glare. Its 90Hz refresh rate makes the phone feel smoother and more up to date than the Mate 30 Pro however. With 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, the Kirin 9000 feels plenty quick and responsive. Huawei says that it's the first 5nm chipset with an integrated 5G modem. Unfortunately, I don't live in a part of the world that has 5G, so I'm not going to be able to test that. However, playing a selection of games available in App Gallery, it feels just fine. We'll be doing our best to pit it against the 990 and the Snapdragon 865 Plus and get you the full results. Huawei's EMUI 11 is based on Android 10, which is unfortunately out of date straight out of the gate. It's not Android 11. This is likely to do with the ongoing US-China trade ban, which also results in no Google services. Huawei says that App Gallery has enjoyed significant growth over the last year, so we'll be sure to test it out and see what's available and what's not. The 4400 mAh battery in the Mate 40 Pro is down 100 mAh over the previous model. However, charging has been upgraded from 40 watts to 66 watts, brick included in the box, and wireless charging has gone from 27 watts to 50 watts, which isn't included in the box unfortunately. Just using the phone feels like the battery life is pretty good, but I kind of need to spend more time with the phone to get you the full verdict on that. So the Mate 40 Pro is very much a bump up, a modernising of the Mate series to bring it up to speed. Huawei has some stiff competition in the high-end flagship space. Can the Mate 40 Pro go head to head with the Samsung Note 20 and iPhone 12 Pro Max? Stay tuned for our upcoming review to find out. And that about covers today's video guys. This is our hands-on experience with the Mate 40 Pro. We will be doing a full review coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. Please do hit subscribe to never miss a video like this one, and watch down there, hit like and let us know in the comments what you think about the Mate 40 Pro. Is it too little too late, or do you think it's a nice upgrade from the previous iteration? I've been Ryan Thomas with Android Authority, and I'll catch you later.